If you've been using multiple AI chatbot tools for a while, so let's say like ChatGPT and Gemini and Perplexity and Claude, you've probably realized that there's not really one model that can do everything you want to do. So it's like maybe you use Claude for writing and you like, Nano Banana and Gemini for images, and then you like, a different model for videos, and you like different model for something else. And you don't want to pay for all these different subscriptions, and it just becomes too much to manage. And there's got to be a better way. And there is. So this video is meant to be an introduction to a tool called OpenRouter, and it's not the only tool like this. There are actually lots of tools where you can actually use models from more than one provider. So as you can see on the page here, it's like this has 70 plus providers and has 400 plus models. So this lets you basically have a single API. So if you've used something like Google AI Studio, which is kind of a step up from Gemini, and it has all the different Gemini models and Nano Banana models and all their different models, but that's still all Google. This is all kinds of different providers, and you have to know a little bit about APIs and how to actually get to the models. And again, that's kind of outside of what this video is. This is just kind of giving you a quick intro to what this kind of tool is, and then we can have follow-up videos if there's interest. But anyway, so you can come in here, and this is just OpenRouter.ai, and you get to here. And full disclosure from the beginning, you will have to create an account. Not everything on here is paid. I will say most of the things on here are paid, but not everything is paid. But you do have to have an account, even if you're going to do free stuff. And just to show you, if you just click on models here, you have 340 text models and 35 image models and 26 embedding models and 4 audio models, etc. And you can click on models based off of the category, and then you can see what they have. So let's say you want to look at image models. It's like, okay, so now you have Google, you have Nano Banana 2 Lite, okay, and you have OpenAI, GPT Image 2, some more OpenAI models, and some more Google models, and I have Sourceful models, you have Microsoft models, you have XAI models. Like, you just have a ton of different models. So now you don't necessarily have to go and have subscriptions to all these different platforms. You can just come in here, and it's just like, if you just want to use whichever model, you can see all the details. So it has the context information, it has the pricing information, like input token price, output token price, etc. But you can just come onto this platform and just pay per use, and just use a ton of different models. So besides just the models here, it actually has a chat tab, and this is very much like, again, if you've used like a Google AI Studio, this is pretty much a playground where you can come in here and you can try different models, try different combination of models, all kinds of things. So if you click on chat, just to give you a quick demo or quick tour of the interface, you can just do a new chat. You can set up rooms if you want to do a bunch of just like different stuff. It has some questions already just like ready to go. These are some actual popular AI like test questions. So you have the car wash test and strawberry test, if you're familiar. You can create different artifacts, so an interactive application, landing page, 2D game, 3D game. It has a bunch of tools built in, so like web search, web fetch, image gen, date time, etc. You can set memory for up to 8 messages, and then you can add attachments from whatever device you're on. So this, you're on your computer, this will bring up your file explorer so that you can pick whichever attachments you want. Your prompt goes here, and then if you want to select a group of models, they have them in here. This is actually called Fusion. It's a whole different thing we'll talk about probably in a different video. But if you come up here to the upper left and then click on Add Model, now you can search through the models they have, and you see for here they have 361 that you can just kind of demo through. And again, if you have an account, again, whether it's free or not, you have to set up an account. But if you log in, you can see on here that there are 44 models that you can actually try for free and you can use for free as long as you have an account. And you can go through, and then once you click on free, you can just kind of look at the different models, and then on the right here, it'll have pretty much a description of the model. It will have your weekly token budget. It'll have the context window size. It'll have the price for input tokens, price for output tokens. Again, I picked free, so this is 0. Then it'll have the uptime on OpenRouter. If I uncheck free and just look at like some paid options here, you can see how like the input and output numbers here, they actually go up because like context window changes, the weekly token budget changes. So I mean, there's just a ton of variety in here, and it really depends on what you want to do and if you know which models you want to use. If not, maybe you just want to try new models. Maybe you've heard about, certain models, but you've never even known how to try them. So you can just come in here and just try the same prompt with different models and see how the different output is. So yeah, just going back to the main page, there's a bunch of other stuff on here. Again, this is just an intro. Just again, a lot of people, if you've only used like ChatGPT, you don't even know that something like this exists. So this is probably going to be pretty overwhelming because there's a lot on here. If you're still kind of adventurous, once you get past looking at the chat section there, you can come down and look at the different agents. And it has a bunch of agents on here, a bunch of popular agents that you may have heard of. So like it has OpenClaw, it has Hermes agent, Claude codes on here, etc. And then you can look through here, and there's a bunch of information about each of the agents, and then you can click on any of them. So like if I click on Claude code here, it'll actually give you just a bunch of data about it. You can spawn an instance of it, you can read the docs, you can do a bunch of stuff in here. So again, if you've only used single tools, Gemini app, Claude app, Perplexity, etc., and you're kind of looking for like the next level up, OpenRouter is a really good example of a tool that combines a lot of different things. You don't have to only use Claude models or only use OpenAI models. You can use models from all kinds of different providers. You can mix and match. You can do a lot more than what just one single app will let you do. And this is one of the tools that can let you do it. You have more than 400 models to choose from. Again, about 40 to 50 of those are free. You do have to have an account and log in when you use them. From 70 different providers. There's really good documentation in here. They do go through some of the pricing stuff in here. Again, this says 25 plus free models. It's closer to 50 now. Pay as you go is 400 plus models, etc. It has all the different feature comparisons in here. A lot of FAQs. So yeah, I mean, it's again, there's a lot in here. This will probably be kind of overwhelming if you've never been on here before, but I would recommend just going to the site OpenRouter.ai and then looking through the models and maybe finding a handful that you want to try, and then go to chat, click on add model, select the ones that you want, maybe put, $5, $10 on here, and then just try it. If you aren't able to do that, just click on free and then just find some models that might be interesting. If you have no idea what models to choose, I would click on free and look at the Gemma models. Those are basically, they are the models that become the Gemini models. But a lot of people, myself included, use the Gemma models either locally or on something like OpenRouter because they are free, and for a lot of easier tasks, they work just fine. they're as fast as the Gemini models. And again, if the task is kind of within their range, you can't really tell the difference. Has Nematron models in here. That's NVIDIA. Again, there's a good amount of stuff in here for the free models. So I would take a look at that. These are the GPT OSS models are OpenAI models. They're open weights models. There's a good amount of stuff in here. So even if you don't want to put any money on your account, you just want to play around with the free models. Again, there's 44 in here that you can look at and try. Go to chat, add the model, and then just play around, put in some prompts, try some stuff out, and see if it's for you. If it is, you can just do it on this interface, or you can actually get an API key and then link that to something, whether you have custom code or you're going to link it to a different application. There are a lot of options with OpenRouter, and honestly, I'm really just kind of skimming the surface of what you can do with it. But if any of that's interesting, OpenRouter.ai, check it out. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.